Yesterday actually was my daughter's graduation from kindergarten, or I don't know how they call it here in Portugal, but it's the end of her at the kindergarten or maternelle, I guess. She's now starting real school next year, so she received a diploma and she got like applause and stuff. It was very emotional to see her, like, it's gonna be like the real school. So it's the end of one cycle, one one. I mean, it's not the end of one road, but I guess yes, it's the end of one road, and now she's taking a new path to. We actually put her in a private school in the neighborhood that is, I think, the second best school around here. Very, very good school, very expensive, but yeah, she's gonna start that. So our when you have kids, your life evolve also around giving them the best. The way I was given the best education, I hope to be able to provide her the same thing, the best education, so that she has all the tools to whatever she decides to be tomorrow. The most important is not what your parents are dreaming for you, or how they will try to force you to go one way or another. The most important is to have the tools. My dad, being a politician, didn't really want me to be a musician. My mom, yes, listen, work hard at school, do your thing, and then, hey, listen, if you want to have some fun doing music, as long as one day you get a real job. And I was good at school. I finished like in the French cycle, finishes at 18. I was done at 17. And I was already at the Sorbonne. But at a point, music was my passion. But the tools that I learned at the graphic school, at the economy university, and at the economy class, and at the École Active Bilingue, which was the private school where my mother put me. These tools made the difference between me and most other artists, because I'm a seasoned businessman where they are just artists. I'm an artist as well. But what I learned in school makes the difference. The way I look at music and the business of music compared to the way they look at music, which is just emotionally, all the difference comes from the tools that I have been given. I have mental tools that a lot of artists, they just don't have. And the real difference here is the education that I had. Not only the one from my parents, but also the one from the different schools where I learned, and then school of life, plus everything I've been learning, because I never stop learning. I don't go into subject thinking that I know everything. I know into subject with intuition, and also a sense of, I believe that when you have the tools, if somebody gives you the tools, you just don't look at life the same way. It's the same as you fall into a swimming pool and you learn to swim when you were a kid. If you fall into a swimming pool, you're not really in danger. I mean, circumstances can be dangerous, But if you fall in the swimming pool by accident because, I don't know, you miswalk somewhere, whatever, you're still gonna swim because you know how to swim. So your body will directly know how to go up and swim to a place where you can then get out of the water. If you didn't learn how to swim, you're gonna fall and be like, somebody help me. And if there's nobody around, well, it might be over. And I believe that this is, again, a question of tools. If you have all the tools you need, actually, my parents, they were scared because I chose the job of, I decided to be an artist. But in reality, there was nothing to be scared of because they gave me the right tools. Everything I learned in school, everything I learned in business as well. This is why I've been killing it in the game of music business, and etc. Is because of those tools. And of course, talent, intuition, this, that, flair, magic, chance. And that's exactly why when I look at my kids, what I said to myself is, our goal as parents is not really to force them in the way we think is best for them, but is to give them the tools. Because if they have the tools, everything else is easy. Listen, I could have been an amazing baker, be the best maker of pain au chocolat of the world. If I didn't have the tools, yeah, I would have worked for somebody. But if one day I said to myself, hey, I want to open my own bakery, then all these tools that back in the days I was like, why are we learning this cosinus, sinus, théorème de Pythagore, all that? Why are we learning all that shit? In reality, when you start trying to sell something, art, music, baguettes, clothing, paintings, courses, just selling your time. These tools, that's when they come handy if they are embedded in your consciousness. Is that every time there's a choice to make, you will make a business choice when you are in business conversations. You will make an emotional choice when you are in a creative process, and you will not have a problem going back and forth. And if you look well, some people that are not artists, and I've seen this a lot in the music business. Some people that are not artists at all, but are put in position because they are a good accountant or whatever the reason. When I was signed to Sony, sometimes I would talk to people, and you could see from just talking to them that these people they understood nothing about music. You would ask them, or you would like, okay, listen, I make hip hop beats, and you critiquing my beats, and you telling me that I should do like this, I should do like that, whatever. And they'd be like, what do you listen to at home? The Beatles. I was like, and a lot of times you're gonna have people that are in business that are trying to take artistic decisions, and they fail and they don't understand because they are good businessmen. And you're gonna have great artists taking the worst business decisions because they might be talented, but they are not good businessmen because it's not embedded in there. And because I'm a good artist, but also I have good business genes and upbringing embedded in me, I'm able to go back and forth between being an artist or being a businessman, taking business decision as a businessman and not as an artist, and taking artistic decisions not as a businessman but as an artist, and sometimes as an artist taking decisions to help out the business or taking business decision to let the artist be happy. Meaning that sometimes as an artist, you're going to do a clearly commercial song to help out the business. And then if this commercial song generates 5,000 euros, and you now know that you have 5 months of rent that are secured, then now the business can take an artistic decision and just let the artist do whatever he wants, do some crazy stuff that will not sell, because he knows that you gave me something last time. It's my turn to give you something. So yeah, do that thing you wanted. Enjoy. Or it's not commercial. We don't care. We good. We secure the bag for 6 months. And those are conversations that you can only have with yourself if you are a businessman and at the same time an artist. And most people, they don't know how to do both.